Everything is destroyed yet again. It indiscriminately evaporates the huge mansion. I had to say it once right. Yeah, you would have died. That would have been the end of Surge. And probably Magil. Nah, he probably would have made it. There she is. She's wrestling with the monster for control, but she's almost at her limit. I can barely hold back the impatience in my heart looking down upon all this. What's going to happen to her? Don't let her die. Quiet, child. Don't call me a child. Well, we never established how old I was, did we? So then he cast levitation on me. And just think about the direction you travel and think about happy thoughts. Always happy thoughts. And then he takes out the white jewel. Alright, so seemingly it doesn't matter what I do. We're always going to get to this point in the story as long as I make those first two decisions about not sleeping and then following the light into the forest. It seems like we're always going to get here. So for the third ending, I'll just meet you back at what seems to be the only truly important decision of this entire scenario. Which is when, do you kiss it or do you try to kill it? There is a third ending though, and I'm going to try to get that third ending. Yeah, you hit that off every time. And suddenly Surge forms a man crush. It might just be people close to him. He just falls in love with anybody that's close to him. Now, this one was kind of weird for me. Oh, his beauty is so different than a woman's. Like, what the hell? He's a beautiful person. We're just gonna go in for a kiss on him, or is it still Kid that we're going for? Apparently it's still Kid we're going for. Yeah, I wasn't gawking at you. Yeah, thrust her knife into her heart. I'd rather not do that, but looks like that is what we are going to need to do here. I had two choices, but there's definitely a third. I'm told there's a third at least. I'm going to try to go for it. Alright, so let's say I can't do it. See if that changes anything. How can you hope to save her with feelings of doubt in your heart? Magil shouts, seizing me by the collar. You must save her. No one else can do it. Magil's words are as much of a scolding as they are a reinforcement, but still I'm a nervous wreck. He's right, I've got to do this. Just as he has things he must do, I too must face my destiny. I'm the only one who can do it. If I don't, we'll lose Kid forever. His grip loosens, seeing the change in my expression. So then it's still, you're going to do it. There's some compassion in him still. Then he goes for the inspirational speech. And I'm ready. Let's do this. Gotta save her even if it kills me. The will to save the one and only Kid pulses through my body. Let's go. For Kid. Apparently that was Surge. And there I see her. Countless red veins have streaked across her body, pulsating with anger. It tries to go at me, but I dodge. Let's see. Let's try to cover her mouth up this time. Come on, time this right. I reach out my right hand and carefully cover up her mouth, hoping to prevent her from completing the spell. Try to talk to her. Kid, I feel so much for you. But before I can finish, she starts to strangle me. Kick her in the face. I'm sorry, Kid, I say in my head as I shove my heel high up into her face. Reeling backwards, the grip on my neck is loosened. Taking advantage of this momentary opportunity, I quickly move out of the way and fly back. However, before I have time to react, the monster's left hand suddenly whips out at me. Suddenly, a tremendous pressure assaults my torso. Looking around, I realize the monster's caught me in its huge hand. It brings me up towards Kid with her morbid stare fixed solely on me. I purposely did not dodge there. Her lips turn into a gloating smile, but before changing into a billowing, hateful laugh, she reaches out and places her right hand on my forearm, and then a stream of red starts to pour from her mouth. Oh no, she's starting another spell. Try to break free. Twisting and turning with all my strength, I struggle to escape from my bonds. However, the monster's grip isn't loosened one bit. However, her expression remains unchanged as her unblinking eyes dance around erratically. Suddenly, a trace of light begins to form in the palm of her hand. Red streaks begin to rise up along her body. Kid! Then suddenly a ring of light comes flying at us from overhead, cutting into the monster's arm like a hot knife through butter. I fall to the ground with the monster's arm instantly released from its excruciating grip. Surge, now! Magil shouts from high above. Are they gonna make me do it? I don't want to do it! Alright, fine, we're darting upwards and I'm gonna try to kiss her again. Hitting Magil's order, I go for it! Reaching my hand out towards her ever-beautiful face, I hesitatingly move in towards her lips. This wasn't the ending I wanted. Guess it's the one I'm gonna get, though. Please, God, save her. Kid, come back. Can't do this without you, Kid. I guess we'll go for this one. Once again, that wasn't what I was going for. The words echo out in my head. Well done, Surge. Hold her tightly to you and leave the rest to me. Hearing that voice, I slowly open my eyes. All I see before me is Kid's face, hollow and listless. I'm so scared. I hug her tighter than I've ever hugged her before, quietly sobbing as I kiss her again and again. Looking up, I see Magil floating among a sea of clouds, hanging there in midair with his arms folded. His dazzling figure glitters like gold. Suddenly, the clouds beneath him open up as he darts downward, aiming directly for us. The moon comes forth. Its goddess speaks. I am summoned by the will to vanquish evil. Goddess of the moon, lend me your power. Scourge the insolent evil from this world. Now. The golden ring printed on Magil's cape shines brighter and brighter as he swoops down onto us. Ah. Lunachant ring force kick. Centered on Kid, the collision creates a huge explosion, spreading over the monster's entire body. My first instinct is to back away, but I remain by her, hugging her body tighter than ever. Somehow the explosive flames don't seem to harm me. Soon after, the flames begin to subside. I slowly open my eyes, only to see the spell on Kid has been broken. She's been separated from the monster. I hold her body tightly to me as I fly away with her, far out of the reach of the incapacitated monster. Looking back, the monster begins to pulsate with a white light, causing the battered monster's body to shake and tremble. Shimmering sparks dance around its body, circling the beast faster and faster until the entire scene is a glistening ball of light. Soaring further and further away from the calamity, I look back again only to see the monster implode into a single point of light, having left no trace of the disaster that took place before. The small point of light briefly zips around like a firefly, disappearing into the night sky in a flash. Looking down, I can't help but grin as I see the familiar side of Kid's face. The green in her skin is rapidly fading, returning to the normal color it once was. Kid, it's going to be okay. There's no need to worry. Once her spirit settles, she will awaken. Here, put this on her. It wouldn't be too good if she was to wake up like that, Magil says, holding out his silver cape. Damn it, Magil. Yeah, if she wakes up like this, it'll be slaps and bruises for everyone. I take the cape and quickly wrap it around her limp body. She's coming too. My heart races. I look at her face, seeing her eyelids start to tremble. Good morning, kid, I say, still a bit nervous. Serge? Magil? She groggily moves her eyes around left and right, and then after that brief, subdued moment. You two, damn it, you saw me naked, didn't you? Shocked, I look up at Magil, but he's nowhere to be seen. How could he leave me alone with her at a time like this? Why can't I be the one with the power of the shadows? Kid stares at me with those ever-fiery eyes of hers. Hey, you kissed me too? How could you remember any of that? Damn it, Magil. Well, you must have been dreaming or something. Fine, no. Yes, I kissed you. Letting out a deep breath, I answer truthfully. But before I can finish... Just like I thought, trying to sneak in a quick peck when I'm knocked out, she yells, rising to her feet, slapping me again and again. And I've never been kissed before, the nerve! You bastard, you bastard, you bastard! Suddenly she stops and looks at me. It's over. Oh no, this ain't over! She lands a solid punch square in my jaw as her shouting continues to tear through my eardrums. Amidst all the commotion, the silver cape she was wearing accidentally slips off. Momentarily thrown off guard, she quickly bends down to cover herself back up. Oh. Wait, what's that on the ground? Kid seems to notice it as well, completely forgetting about me. She bends down, picking it up. It's some sort of large black and white striped object. Holding it up, I try to see what it is from a safe distance. It looks like it's some sort of seed. Yeah, it's a sunflower seed. But it's so big. Bigger than a fist. However, this only seems to add more fuel to her fire. She stomps on it and stomps and stomps and stomps and stomps. And then she picks it up and hurls it upwards with all her might. Kid, shouts Magil suddenly behind her. Kid, no, he roars, but it's useless. She's locked into another one of her tantrums. Fireball! Disregarding him completely, she sends a huge fireball streaking upwards to the seed. That sunflower seed, it's worth 1 billion gold, Magil shouts just as the seed explodes. Yeah, that's 1 billion. Kid suddenly looks over at Magil, but it's too late. The look on her face is one I don't think I've ever seen before. Having just realized what she's done, her anger fades into a tremendous feeling of regret. She slumps over, silently staring into her hands. I can't believe a single seed could fetch such a price. It was a pretty big seed, though. Be calm, kid, Magil says. As you see now, you've had the power to use magic in you all along. The sunflower merely brought it out of you. However, as you see, magic is a very temperamental thing. In time, you may learn to control it. Hey, come on, kid. We didn't come away from this empty-handed. You've learned how to use magic. That's nothing to be down about, I add, trying to make the best of things. Magil softly puts a hand on her shoulder. However, she quickly turns away from us without saying a word. Her eyes are overflowing with tears. Looks like it might be a while before things get back to normal. And that, my friends, is the story of Kid's first kiss. Once again, not the ending that I was hoping to get. There is another ending. I'm just going to skip ahead to that ending because I have a feeling that everything from this point forward will be the same. Although, if there's something weird in the credits again, like Kid only having Magel's cape on or something like that. I will be sure to point that out. Other than that, I will meet you back when we have to make the decision about what we are going to do with Kid, you know, being a monster and all that kind of stuff. Well, try as hard as I could with every possible combination. I was unable to get the third ending. I'm told that I can be killed by her, but like I said, I've tried and tried and tried, and I cannot find the combination that actually lets me die. So, unfortunately, I cannot show that ending if it exists. So, we will move on to the next scenario. We will move on to scenario number 4. So back to the checklist we go. We got 3 of them down. Kid and the Sunflower is now done. We'll move on to number 4 next time. That is going to do it for these parts of Radical Dreamers. I've been Baller Scoop. I've enjoyed, as always, by a pervy sunflower. Hope you guys have enjoyed these parts. Hope you laughed. Hope you learned. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.